Hi loves, it's Chriselle and I have a very special guest here today. My little sister, Jane.
Hi!
Jane lives in New York, but she is in town today, actually for the whole month. I like to believe that she's going to be here forever. So I thought it would be appropriate to do a sister tag since Jane is in town and I don't think you guys have officially met her yet. So I thought this would be the perfect chance for you guys to get to know her and get to know a little bit about our relationship and how we grew up. So let's just get started. Okay, so the first question is, and I'm reading it off my phone just in case you guys are wondering. First question is, how old are you both? So I am 28.
And I'm 25.
So it was interesting growing up because of our age difference. We never actually got to be in the same school at the same time. Second question is, describe each other in one word. I would like to describe you as quirky, spontaneous, adventurous.
One word. One
word.
word.
Okay, one word is free spirit.
Okay. Since you got 3, I get 3 as well. So polished, refined, and very elegant.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that I'm elegant?
I think so.
Even behind closed doors?
Yeah, I think so.
Do people ever get you mixed up? So it's interesting because when we grew up, no one ever got us mixed up because we were very distinctly different looking. But as we get older, everyone gets us mixed up. I think it started maybe 3 years ago.
I think also when I cut my hair,
oh, yeah.
even more.
She copied you.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But I did.
Okay, next question. What is something that annoys you about one another?
Oh.
Something that annoys me.
I know what
Well, there's a lot. I'm just kidding. One thing that I realized that really annoys me, that doesn't annoy me anymore because I'm a lot more mature, I would like to think, is Jane would come into my closet without me knowing and steal all of my clothes. Well, not all of them. She would borrow my clothes, and then at the time, I didn't have that much clothes compared to now because I was a struggling college student too. So since I didn't have that much clothes back then, I knew exactly when things would be missing. Now she could get away with it because I have a lot more clothes.
I would say when we did live together, one thing that did bother me was I'm very particular when it comes to organization. I would arrange my cereal boxes in a very specific way, or I would arrange my granola or my fruit in a very, very specific way. And Chriselle, she would just come into the kitchen and she would eat whatever she wants, and then she would just like leave everything out on the table without any regard to how much time I spent organizing my cereal boxes. So we had a couple of tips over this.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell them the funny story. So this one time, so Jane was going through her vegan phase during that time. So she would buy everything organic and she would spend, you know, quite a bit of money even though she was a struggling student on just very healthy food. So I come home this one time and I couldn't find anything on the counter. Like everything was gone. So I go to her room and in her little closet, she hid all of her granola. And my friend was over, Lynette was over, and we're like, oh, we should just piss her off and just eat her granola. And we did, and she got really pissed. Do you ever argue?
I don't think we've quite argued in a couple of years just because I've been living in New York for the past 2 years, but
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Question number 7. What's the best thing about one another? Actually, I've learned a lot from Jane. Number 1, the most obvious, when we were living together, again, Jane was going through her vegan phase. I learned a lot about health and nutrition and the importance of working out because before I used to work out just so I could look thin without really worrying about my health. But I think after living with Jane, I was a lot more educated as far as the nutritional aspect of working out. She's so organized and so meticulous, hence the reason why she is working with us now. She's actually part of the team.
I've definitely been more a corporate person until I came to work for you, and she just gives me a lot of inspiration to create the life that I want. The harder you work, the more you can achieve. So definitely a great motivational role model for me.
Pretty much, she's think I'm a crazy boss. I make her work all the time. Okay, so question number 8 is dish the dirt. So growing up, I guess I'll start. Growing up, Jane has had many interests. She had to do a different type of sport growing up, different type of activity. She had all these crazy dreams of becoming a professional horseback rider. Like, she would cry to my mom until she was able to do horseback riding lessons, and when she allowed her to, she would get over it within like 5 days and she would jump to the next activity. She would bounce around everywhere. So that's my third.
Chriselle, when she was younger, surprisingly, she was a really shy and a little bit geeky. She was really tall and lanky. She didn't really speak much. When she was a really young girl, my mother used to always tell us that she could go nowhere without her following. Even when my mother wanted to go to the bathroom, my sister insisted on going into the bathroom with her just because she just didn't want to be alone. So it's interesting just because she's evolved so much from that time.
Number 9, fave inside joke. Do we have an inside joke? I don't think we have any inside jokes.
We're not funny.
Yeah, we're quite serious people. We don't have any jokes. Number 10, favorite memory together.
There was a period of time when I was about to move to New York and our lease had expired in our apartment. So she was engaged at the time with her now husband, Alan. And so we all moved into Alan's house for about 2 months before I headed out east. And it was just such a fun time living with Alan and my sister. And we definitely got to know each other a lot better. And Alan is such a character, so every night we would have family dinners, and I would just, be laughing for hours, and we would have like 4-hour dinners and just be drinking wine. And
I mean, okay, remember that Alan is the only child, so he loves it when there's a lot of people at the house. So he would just get so excited when Jane was around because it was his little sister that he never had that he's always wished to have. So he would make this grand dinner just for the 3 of us, and he would go to Trader Joe's every day to buy her groceries, and we would have these family routines, and it was, I would have to say that's my favorite movie too. Number 11, full sisters, half or step. Occasionally I wake up and I think you're my half sister.
Yeah, why?
Because we're so different.
That's true.
But we are full sisters.
Yes.
We have the same mom and dad. Guess each other's favorite singer.
I don't necessarily think I need to guess. She's into a lot of different genres of music, but I think your main genre would be hip-hop. So she's a huge fan of Beyonce, Jay-Z. I think she likes the occasional EDM here and there.
Yeah. For you, you're everywhere. I listen to your playlist and you have like rock and roll and then country. Oh, she loves country. I don't know anything about country music, although I was born in Texas, but I know that your favorite genre is country.
I really like this artist named Jose Gonzalez. He's a guitarist, and his style is a little bit like eclectic, folksy. That's my favorite as of right now. I'm sure it'll change
in the next 5 days.
Yeah.
Who takes longer to get ready?
Oh, this is easy.
Me. Heels or flats? I think for you, it is flats.
That question is tricky just because I'm naturally a flats girl, but just because I'm a little shorter than you, and being in New York, there's so many tall people all around, so I'm a little, not obligated, but I feel a little more pushed to wear heels. So I'll say heels. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I think a lot of you might think that I'm a heels girl, but I'm not. I wear flats probably most of the time during the day if I don't have any meetings, when I'm just running around doing my regular routine. I'm most likely in flats. Pants or dresses?
Pants.
Dresses. Favorite animal?
I'm such an animal lover, but it would definitely have to be just a dog. My favorite.
No. It's more than a dog. You have paintings and pictures of these and a dress.
Oh, okay. Well, it's funny. My favorite aspirational animal would definitely be the horse, just because I think that they're the most gorgeous and beautiful and elegant animal out there. But as far as just like a domestic pet that I want to cuddle all the time, it'll be a puppy.
Mine would be a French bulldog. Obviously, I have 2 of them. If your house was burning down and your entire family was sure to be okay, what would you save and why?
I would say, I think a lot of people say photos. However, in this day and age, we don't really have photos just lying around. So I'll grab my laptop.
I'll grab my laptop and cell phone.
Yeah.
Comedy, horror, or chick flick? For me, I love chick flicks.
I would say chick flicks as well. But I do like action and stuff.
I thought you were gonna say horror. Because
No.
growing up, you would always want to watch these crazy films.
Yeah.
Okay, next question, BlackBerry or iPhone?
I would say iPhone. I used to have the BlackBerry and I like that, but right now I'd say iPhone.
I think iPhone for digital and media, social media. But BlackBerry, I still think emails are better on BlackBerry, to be honest.
I think so too.
Yeah. Favorite movie?
I would have to say mine is Into the Wild. It's about this guy who wants to leave the civilized life and trek out into the wild and find just solitude.
I say that my favorite movies are classic films. I actually got this from my mom. And my favorite actress is Audrey Hepburn. So any of the movies that Audrey Hepburn was in, Sabrina, Roman Holiday, Breakfast at Tiffany's, I get a lot of inspiration from classic films. We're coming close to the end. What is something weird that you eat? Oh, I know this for you. Well, you don't eat it anymore, so... Okay, so something really strange that Jane ate before. She would love to eat rice. Was it rice rolled up in cheese?
Yeah,
like
so
American,
just like the orange sliced cheese. Now that I think about it, it's disgusting, but that used to be my favorite snack. I used to just come home and take a bowl of rice and a couple of slices of cheese and just wrap it. It's like a little sushi.
She used to love eating kimchi for breakfast. That probably wasn't a good look when you went to school.
Chriselle's really easy when it comes to food. Even when she was younger, she didn't have like a really strong interest in food, so she would just eat whatever people put in front of her.
Second to last question, do you guys have anything matching? Oh, we have the same Zara coat. Jane's style is very classic. She just loves to wear like trousers and like a trench coat and a blouse. Very simple, refined, classic taste. As for me, I think I'm a lot more adventurous with trends, and so we don't actually have that much in common with style, but we do have very similar basic pieces. A lot of them are from Zara. Okay, last question is, what's your favorite TV show?
But I watch a lot of Netflix, I watch a lot of Hulu Plus. A couple of my favorite shows right now is House of Cards. I've been getting into the show called Revenge, which is, I believe, on CW. I watch it on Hulu.
I actually don't watch that much TV, but by default, because Alan, my husband, watches TV a lot, so just on background noise while I'm working.
Alan watches a lot of strange shows. I think one of his favorite is Doomsday. Yeah. He's convinced that the world's gonna end.
Oh, he's gonna be so mad at you that you're saying this on camera.
But yeah, so by default, I guess Chriselle watches a lot of Doomsday.
I watch a lot of Doomsday and a lot of random TV shows because it's on background noise while I'm working. So, and I also watch a lot of sports because of Alan. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed getting to know me and my sister Jane. I'm really excited that she's gonna be staying here with me for life. Actually, just for the next 30 days. But make sure to follow me on Instagram at Chriselle Lim. I'll be posting a lot more photos with Jane just because she's here now. Probably uploading a lot more healthy diet tips just because she's really into health and fitness. And also she's on Instagram as well. And I have to go. Bye!
When you're too sad.